Trying to stay with Curry, catches, one dribble, steps back, puts up a three, won't go, rebound tip taken by Spades, final seconds, it's over, it's over, Cleveland is a city of champions once again.
I came back home to win a championship and energize Northeast Ohio. But in a place like Cleveland, there's so much more work to do.
3,300 acres of land sits vacant. Almost 2% of the population has left in the past 3 years.
To revitalize Cleveland, we need to work block by block, street up, and street by street. I wanted to invest my time and influence to create a movement that can maybe strengthen our community and transform neighborhoods.
Sounds like the underdog around here.
So I recruited 4 local investors that share my passion to put their own money into 4 new businesses in a neighborhood that's on the rebound, but still has too many empty storefronts.
We're doing something great for the community. We're bringing neighborhoods together.
If we can help rebuild 1 quarter of the city, we can create jobs and growth.
216.
Nothing is given.
All right, guys, team meeting.
Everything is earned.
I can't support you. We have a line stacking up.
You work for what you get. This is Cleveland Hustles. I needed somebody to drive this initiative, so I reached out to Bon Bao. He's a marketing and technology rock star, and he's used his genius to grow some of the biggest brands in the world.
We have to hack our entire notion of media.
If anyone can help a business launch and succeed in a neighborhood that poses some challenges, it's Bonnie.
This is an incredible opportunity, but it's not going to be an easy task to establish these new businesses. We've chosen Gordon Square as our home for Cleveland Hustles. It's an old Cleveland neighborhood 2 miles west of downtown that's had its fair share of unemployment and population decline. They're starting to see some growth, but there's still a lot of turnover. And stores there tend to struggle. We hope that the entrepreneurs that we back will bring new jobs and help Gordon Square start to thrive again. What really revitalizes cities are young, emerging entrepreneurs that we have here today. We invited 20 of Cleveland's most promising entrepreneurs to a rec center in the Gordon Square area to pitch their business concepts.
The world's first portable recording studio for smartphones and tablets.
The best premium hemp denim products available in the world.
From the hive to the jar, real easy to do.
4 Cleveland investors willing to put their own money into the right idea heard the pitches.
We reuse vacant land and buildings and turn them into something profitable.
Then, each investor selected the 2 businesses that they liked the most.
We'll chat again.
So much.
Great, yeah,
Pleasure.
sounds good.
Their task, to put the chosen entrepreneurs through a series of challenges to determine whom they want to invest in.
How many are you guys producing right now?
In every episode, we'll focus on one investor as they make this important decision.
That's great. That's why I like you.
In the end, each small company that gets an investment will open a store in Gordon Square and hopefully give the neighborhood a giant boost.
Welcome, welcome.
Tonight, it's Cleveland native Alan Glazen's turn. This former ad executive turned innovative neighborhood developer has built a cadre of coffee shops, bars, and restaurants throughout the city.
I picked two different, very exciting concepts. The Cleveland Bagel Company.
Over the next couple years, we'd like to venture into the realm of clean label frozen with an eye on national chains down the road. We'd be a bagel empire operated out of Cleveland.
I love their bagels.
I do too.
Cleveland Bagel Company has a real following in Cleveland, but it sure would be exciting if they can create and perfect that frozen bagel to sell it nationwide and add more jobs here in Cleveland. The second business I chose as a potential investment was Styles of Success, a hair salon sweets concept.
Stylists are missing the opportunity to own and operate their own salon. We will lease fully equipped salon units.
What gets me really excited with Shireen is the magnificent real estate deal. I mean, she's going to rent space for one price and then rent it out for 4 times that. That caught my attention right away.
We're providing jobs in this community.
I want to choose a company that has the best chance to grow and the best chance of helping us grow more jobs at Gordon Square. I'm definitely not a guy that's all about numbers. I invest in people and their character. I mean, it's critical. I have to know them before I can even begin to make a decision. The first business that I'm interested in is Styles of Success. The owner, Shireen Fountain, her personality burst at the seams. You just want to latch on to whatever train she's operating. I can't wait to see how her business operates in person. She any good at this?
Oh, yeah, pretty good. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you.
And the rest of the day.
Well, this is how it all happens, huh?
Yes, this is it. This is it.
You had a building down the street, and what happened to the building?
I went outside, and this whole side of the building was on fire. We were working just like this. When my salon burned down, I was ready to retire. But I had 17 employees dependent on me. My salon is back on its feet and is doing great. But now I want to launch a new beauty business. I'm asking Alan to invest $100,000 to build out a salon with 12 suites that stylists will lease for me. And I'm going to offer him 50% stake in my company.
How do we guarantee we succeed? Let's look at the numbers.
Okay.
Right? So we have rent.
Maybe $3,500.
The math works great for Shireen. She's going to rent space for $3,500 a month. It'll cost $500 a month for utilities and maintenance, and $2,000 for the one employee that she'll need. So you have 12 suites, renting for $1,000 a month, that's $12,000. So your overhead's $6,000. $12,000 sounds like a winner. If she can grow more of these suites, the financial potential just grows. You're going to fill it.
I'm going to fill it.
Right, I can count on that.
You can count on that. It's sold. Okay. Signed, sealed, and delivered, honey.
Since it is a real estate business, I want to know, can you lease real estate?
Let me tell you, Alan, I'm like the underdog around here. You bet on Seabiscuit, I promise you, you will hit the trifecta with me. I promise you that.
You guys hear this? Would you back her? I think you are Seabiscuit.
Oh, definitely.
I wouldn't want to be the wall blocking you from where you're going. This woman has a personality that does not quit. My concern is, can she get people to commit to these lofts? And can they draw their customers to Gordon Square? The other business I'm interested in is the Cleveland Bagel Company. I know the grocery business from my advertising days. This is an economy that is building rapidly around artisanal brands. Why can't Cleveland Bagel become a national brand that's based in Cleveland? Gentlemen, hey.
Hello. Good morning.
How's the bagels looking this morning?
They're getting there.
When we started Cleveland Bagel Company, I mean, we started with nothing. We've been grinding it out. So I haven't had a paycheck in like 9 months. Dan at one point was sleeping out of his car, but he was sleeping by the kitchen so he could make sure to get there on time.
What's in there?
Flour and our secret recipe.
If I invest in you, do I get to know anything about that secret?
Probably not.
I'm gonna say
How many bagels do you put out of this?
We put out a couple 100 dozen a week.
I mean, we could crank out thousands a day.
It was really something to see these two guys hand-making bagels. See, that's a Cleveland work ethic. That's something that I look up to quite a bit. When you get your own space, what percent of the space will be production and what percent will be retail?
75% production, 25% retail. I mean, just a simple place, serve some sandwiches, few seats to sit down.
No cocktail list.
No.
But isn't that where the money is?
True. But there's money in bagels.
We'll have a flask.
Oh, I know.
I like Alan because he's a lunatic. And he gets things done.
How long you been doing it in this space?
About a year and a half.
Right now, we're operating out of another company's kitchen. We're looking to get into our own production facility and retail space to expand our business. We'd like to expand into the frozen market. We're looking for $100,000 and access to money down the line for a 25% stake in our company.
The ingredients cost what?
It's probably about 9 cents a bagel.
Labor is how much?
Probably at another 25 cents.
All right, so we're at 34 cents a bagel.
Yeah.
And what do you sell these for?
About $1 a bagel.
Cleveland Bagel has a great profit percentage, around 70%. So obviously, they've got to look at increasing the sales and increasing the production. They need to open a retail storefront plus an expanded production facility. I think that's the magic formula here. What is your background that would give me comfort that you actually know how to operate a hospitality storefront?
Well, I mean, hospitality, I don't know about that.
My concern is, do they know the first thing about operating a storefront? And can they create a first-class frozen bagel, which would enable them to expand their footprint and turn Cleveland Bagel into a huge business? The missing part here may be nobody has any experience actually in that game.
We didn't know how to do this 2 years ago. Now we're the best bagel in the city.
I've got a better idea about how each business operates and how they might expand. The big question is, how well will they do at Gordon Square? So I asked Bonner to sit down with me and brainstorm what kind of challenge we could offer each of them to prove themselves out.
I definitely think that there's a artisan market which this fits into.
Yeah.
And you have a real opportunity to really build out a really profitable store and also the beginnings of a wholesale frozen business.
I am really concerned, though. How sure are you that you can do that? Cleveland Bagels certainly has a ton of potential, but do they know how to run a storefront? And can they make a frozen bagel that will please people? So I'm setting them up at Gordon Square to prove that out. Here's my challenge for Cleveland Bagels. I'm going to give them 48 hours to open a pop-up store on Gordon Square. They'll be open for 1 day, and they need to do sales of at least $400, which is what it takes to break even. I also want them to taste test their frozen bagels against a leading brand. We're going to let people try both. and see how you fare in 48 hours.
Opening up the shop in just 2 days while still juggling the accounts that we normally do each day is going to be real hard for us. But we've got to do whatever it takes to get Alan's investment.
What's important for Shireen is, can she attract a diverse set of stylists that will sublease her private salons? And she's going to have to appeal to the Gordon Square area residents if she wants to be successful in that area.
What I love about the business model is that it also allows to create jobs and supporting almost entrepreneurs that are each building their own businesses.
Absolutely.
We can't build 12 lofts out, but what I am going to test out is, can you get 12 people to commit to doing it? For Shireen to earn my investment, she's going to have to do a one-day pop-up, find 12 stylists that will set up shop, attract customers from the neighborhood, and be willing to commit to signing a lease for the space in her ultimate location. I want to know how many of those you could deliver in the next 48 hours.
OMG! Having only 2 full days to accomplish this, it's pushing the envelope. But I'm up for the challenge.
I'd get going right now if I was you.
I would get to work.
Yeah.
Coming up on Cleveland Hustle.
Where is she? I had an appointment set up. She hasn't showed up. She hasn't texted back.
We're running our business as well. We can't drop everything just for a pop-up.
Their initial reaction to me was almost like, we don't need your advice. To help the Gordon Square area continue to grow, our investor, Alan Glazin, must decide which business is the smarter investment. Their styles of success, a 12-suite beauty salon rental venture, and Cleveland Bagel Company. Alan has given both businesses 48 hours to open and operate a pop-up shop. They will need to prove that their business connects with the neighborhood.
Hello. So you guys have had an amazing day. I have to find these diverse stylists. Anybody that I'm putting in these suites is who I need to show up with in 2 days. My task is super difficult. I just need names. Francisco is a barber. Excellent. I'm gonna have to incorporate social media. Let me go to Facebook. We're gonna reach out and find me 12 stylists to put into these salon suites so I can get this investment from Alan Glazin. I have faith in us. We'll get it done.
This isn't bad. I like this already.
We've never had our own storefront, and 48 hours is not a lot of time, so we're scrambling to make it look like a halfway decent retail shop.
We'll put the counter right here, and then we should have a line down the sidewalk.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to Cleveland Bagel. How may I help you? I'm feeling a little nervous. Opening up our first bagel shop would give our product validation. It's a big step for us. I want to see it succeed. We need to find freezer,
Tables, chairs.
We don't have much to set up the shop, so we're gonna see what we can get our hands on from people around the community.
We never ask for favors.
I know.
Let's call in the chips.
The mission of Cleveland Hustles is to build a model that can revitalize communities. We are starting in Cleveland in the Gordon Square district, an area that has struggled for the last 40 years but is now fighting its way back to prosperity, which we think makes it ripe for development. Councilman, tell me a little bit about Gordon Square specifically.
In the late 70s, you had people who had wealth leaving our community, and what was left behind was essentially a bunch of poor people. This neighborhood has the bones to really reinvent itself. We've been able to make the infrastructure look good, but we have a lot of vacancy right now. And so we think that getting local businesses here is going to push us over the top. Give me a hug, man.
Sir. We think that by helping 4 local businesses open stores here, we can add jobs and help make this area thrive again.
All right, so menu is going to be pizza bagels, and then we just want bagels with schmear.
Yeah, we'll talk to Jesse about the freezer box, Rachel about helping with cooking, Erica about the sign. The biggest challenge is maintaining our existing accounts, which are about 30 dozen a day, but we got to get up at 3:34, get them baked, made, delivered, and then get everything done for the pop-up in 2 days, and we have no help. It's just you and I.
Yeah. I want to draw the biggest crowd possible.
It's Friday, so we should do it in the evening, because people are going to work in the morning.
They're not going to want to stand in line waiting for their breakfast if they've got to get to work.
Right. Our pop-up shop's going to be open on Friday from 5 to 8. One of our goals is to prove that our frozen bagels taste better than a leading national brand. So we are trying to pick hours where we can pack a crowd.
We got to do a Facebook event. We got to post on Instagram. This is huge for our business. If we can really nail the frozen, productize this, and get it out, this sky's the limit.
Are you busy? Are you with a client right now? We've been getting the word out on social media, and I've been making tons of phone calls and sending out dozens of emails to find stylists for my pop-up shop. I set up interviews, and I'm hoping to get at least 12 commitments and show Alan that I am worthy of this investment. Where is she? I had an appointment set up. She hasn't showed up. She hasn't texted back. It's ridiculous. I'm really upset about this because that means I lost a player. It's crazy. Just put a damper on me and made my challenge even harder.
Shireen.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Bonnet.
How are you?
Hey, Bonnet.
How many people do you have so far?
People keep falling off. That's what I'm running into here.
And so you've been handing out flyers, driving the social media, and that's pretty much how you've been doing the recruitment, right?
Right.
One of the pieces that we talked about was really how do you capture the pieces that have made you successful and build that into the brand of what this thing is going to be?
I don't really know how to do that part.
I think it's crucial that Shireen really showcases the brand that this business could be, because there's a potential for this to be a bigger brand than just one salon loft here in Gordon Square. Let me give that some thought. I'll get back to you.
Thank you so much, Bonnet. I appreciate you. You just don't know how much. Woo!
guys, how are you?
Hey, how are you, man?
I saw the Facebook post.
Yeah.
5 to 8.
We decided to do the pop-up shop in the evening.
I don't understand. What?
In the morning, people are going to work. To be there for a pop-up, to be there, maybe standing in line, it might not work.
There's no way that you can create a retail experience for bagels and not serve breakfast. There's such a huge disconnect. I'm just a little concerned that the task Alan gave you was really twofold. Test whether the frozen works, but the other piece was really see if you guys could operate a brick and mortar store. And can you get people from the neighborhood to come and buy bagels at the time when bagels are usually sold?
We're running our business as well at the same time. We can't drop everything just for a pop-up.
Their initial reaction to me was almost like, we don't need your advice. That makes me really nervous. LeBron James, the #1 basketball player in the world, still has a coach. It's your business.
Yeah.
And you know what your limitations are. But he's chosen 2 businesses, and whichever one wins the task ultimately is the one he invests in. And I can tell you right now that Styles of Success and Shireen, she's doing everything she can.
Obviously, we want to do anything we can for it, so we just need to figure out how to make it work.
Okay. I think there's creative solves. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Yep, thanks.
Thanks, Bob.
Good luck.
Take care.
It's going to be a bit of a struggle, but we'll just wake up earlier. Let's do fresh in the morning.
Yeah.
We just got to make it work, though. So.
Yeah, we are making it work. I'm not so much nervous as I am cranky, but I do my best work when I'm cranky.
This is true. Man.
God.
Coming up on Cleveland Hustles.
What was the issue about opening for breakfast or not?
They didn't want to do it.
I want to be a landlord to these igniters.
Shireen definitely has the passion and the conviction of her vision.
I need this. Like yesterday.
With less than 24 hours left before their pop-up stores open, Cleveland Bagel Company and Styles of Success are pulling out all the stops in order to get their pop-up store staffed and ready for business.
I need to come talk to you real quick. Where are you? I need to find 12 stylists willing to rent space for me to fill these suites in my pop-up shop. And so far, I haven't even locked in one. But I have the afternoon booked with interviews, so I'm hoping for the best. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I do a little bit of everything, cut, color, extensions.
Do you think it'll be a challenge for you to have clients to follow you to your own suite?
No.
I am looking forward to seeing you Friday at 10 a.m. I have one person signed up, and I have a lot more interviews to go. I pray to God that they show up. Of course, shoot me the referrals as well, because I have 24 hours to get this done.
Today we got up, baked about 30 dozen bagels, and then just called around to a bunch of friends to see what equipment or help they can lend us for our pop-up shop.
Hey, Erica, would you be free to work our pop-up thing on Friday?
We can't invest a lot of money into this because we don't have a lot of money.
Hey, buds.
We just want to talk about some things to hang on the walls. Can I borrow some chairs?
I think I could get some for you.
Thanks for helping out with the freezer.
Absolutely.
One thing that you can count on with Cleveland is people are always supporting each other.
It's a small town, and everyone wants to see each other succeed.
Yeah.
I think we're all set now. I'm just nervous for no reason.
Well, that's pretty much you in a nutshell.
Come myself a certified eyelash doctor.
I specialize in spray tanning. I actually started in high school.
You can bring in a picture of anything you want, and I can put it in your head.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm looking for amazing, strong individual professionals as yourself. And I want to see your work, see if you're a good fit for this salon suite. So would you be willing to do it tomorrow?
Yeah, I can be there.
Oh, great. I will see you tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's late afternoon, and I have signed 8 of the 12 tenants.
Thank you so much.
You're so sweet. But I'm still waiting on a few stylists, and that makes me nervous.
We had a half day to open up a retail shop that people want to eat in, and it looks like it's part of the neighborhood.
Everything is packed at the kitchen and ready to go.
We need this pop-up to be a success, to hopefully get Alan Glazin as an investor, prove to him that we can do this, and also to be part of a comeback for Cleveland and be one of those businesses that Cleveland's proud of.
We got everything done.
Kumar, I'm glad you were able to join us today. Kumar is one of our 4 Cleveland Hustles investors. He's a marketer at heart, and he has experience building brands that connect with consumers. Shireen, she's got a great business. I wanted her to have somebody like yourself come sit with her and help her build her brand. Shireen has an amazing vision, but she has to figure out what her brand is and how to convey it to customers. Kumar can help elevate Shireen's concept. Shireen, we got a present for you. We got a surprise for you.
Seeing Bonin and Kumar come to my salon, I was caught off guard. I didn't know if they were there to help, critique. What are you doing here this late?
Hi, I'm Brittany. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So the last 2 days have been
Nerve-wracking.
beyond nerve-wracking.
I think Shireen will miss a huge opportunity if she doesn't really showcase the brand that this business could be. That starts with the name, and she hasn't decided on one yet.
Let's hear the names.
I like something with stallion, because people call me Seabiscuit.
Branding is very tricky. This name goes beyond just what you do, and you have to make sure that it's something that people can relate to. And right now with Shireen, I think she's missing that element.
What else is there about your story?
About me? My background is I lost my first salon to a fire, and it took me years to get back on my feet.
While we were driving, I just randomly said, you know, it would be great for her to build a business and carry that torch out of Cleveland. It sounds a little strange to, you know, use the word torch, but that's part of your story.
I never thought I would be saying torch again ever in life. I don't like the word fire. I don't want to talk about anything that has to deal with a fire. I need to be able to pass the torch to somebody's behind me to bring them up to where I'm at.
It's something that anybody can rally behind.
Bonin and Kumar had to make me realize, even though you have obstacles, you can overcome them. I'm still debating the name for the suites.
Proven real estate model, sustainable revenue, franchisable, potential for economic development, job creation.
This is surefire, literally.
Today, we are opening our pop-up shop in Gordon Square. The thing that makes me most nervous now is knowing that we have to impress Alan to get the investment.
I told Cleveland Bagel, you're gonna open a store for one day, sell $400 worth of bagels, and you gotta prove that people really like these frozen bagels more than the competition. If they can achieve this stuff, I'm going to be the happiest man in Cleveland.
I mean, if no one shows up, I'll make it real easy. I don't have any friends except this guy, but a lot of people follow us on social media, so we are utilizing that pretty much solely to get the word out. There's the menu. Bagels, $1.50, bagel with schmear, $3.
We have the taste test to demonstrate our frozen product is better than, the run-of-the-mill, what you see in the stores.
Our plate's always A. Leading national competitors always B. Burn those slightly.
Having a bagel shop open up in this neighborhood is one of the reasons we started the company. So there is a lot depending on how we do.
Everything bagel for total.
Have a good one.
I'm frantically buttering these bagels because we have a line stacking up. There you go. Thank you so much. Take care, Len.
With 1 day of promotion, getting it set up within 24 hours, people were ducking their heads in, and some of them didn't realize that it was temporary. That was really
People
cool.
were disappointed that it was only 1 day.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good. You can come. You'll be right here.
Shireen's also going to have to set up shop for 1 day. And when I walk in there, I want to see 12 stylists working and ready to sign a lease for her salon loft idea. And demonstrate that customers in that neighborhood are interested in buying her services.
Francisco, you could take that first station right there. You can sit in the waiting area right there. For my pop-up, I rented a salon for the day. I have 12 stylists with a variety of services that are willing to go into business with me. We also have a name. I'm calling my business Torch Lofts. Hi, welcome. This is Francisco. The first customer of the day was actually a walk-in. Are you from the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. He didn't know it was a pop-up shop. He wanted a haircut.
So like a celebrity.
You're gonna look like me too.
Great.
The pop-up shop is going well. We'll have a lot of walk-ins coming in. The stylists are busy. Home spray, we have shampoo, conditioner. I handpicked these individuals, and I just have a good judgment of character, so I knew I wouldn't go wrong with quality, high-end service.
I think she's spot on, but let's have you hear from her. Hello, Shireen.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
Hello, everyone.
Seeing Bonin and Alan come to my pop-up, I'm feeling pretty nervous. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I just don't want to blow it.
Shireen, nice to see you again.
I know.
Shireen does not sweat in public. It was pretty impressive how this woman stepped into somebody else's salon and in a few hours turned it into hers. Can you create a family here that fits into this neighborhood?
Let's have to walk in.
How'd you happen to be in here?
I thought I was driving by.
When you go see your friends later, what are you going to say about this shop?
It's just a wonderful experience.
What's your name?
Francisco.
You want to join her?
Yeah.
How will people know you're even here?
I'm definitely going to tell some people.
You just found a discount on your haircut. She brought together a very interesting group of people, and everybody expressed a desire to be in these lofts, which was really great to see. All right. See y'all later.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everybody.
We don't even need to build anything out. Let's just, there it is. I'm in.
Done.
Wow.
Hey.
Gentlemen, Jeff.
How are you?
There's a certain presence that a place has. Does it have a certain neighborhood vibe about it? I walked into the Cleveland Bagel pop-up, and after 48 hours, it looked like it was ready to go. How many different people have walked in here today, would you say?
Probably about 150. We've only got about 12 bagels left, and we started with 200, so...
You've sold 190 bagels?
Yeah.
I drove by and there were people outside eating, people packing.
Can I ask them about what they think?
Please.
If this location was their permanent location, is the neighborhood okay for this sort of place?
Yes. The neighborhood needs this sort of place.
The neighborhood needs this sort of place.
There is no other bagel store
There's
on
not.
this strip.
Finding a really good bagel has been a challenge everywhere I've lived my whole life. These guys met the challenge here.
It was unanimous. I didn't see one person from the community that didn't love this bagel shop.
It looks like you guys have been extremely successful this morning. I'm glad you guys made the decision to open for breakfast. I think it was right. But we're going to come back and check with you in the evening. We're going to see the taste test, but also I want you guys to be prepared to walk me through what the profitability was.
Okay.
As far as attracting customers in the morning,
It was great. I mean,
we killed it.
The morning was actually busier than we anticipated it. In hindsight, I mean, Bonham was right. I'm glad we opened up in the morning. But right now, we don't have our final sales numbers or the results from the taste test. So as far as getting the investment from Alan, we're unsure of where we stand.
See you later.
All right, take care, guys.
I don't understand one thing. What was the issue about opening for breakfast or not?
They didn't want to do it.
Why?
I think they just wanted to show you the frozen test.
That wasn't the whole assignment. 62% of people eat bagels. I think 99% of them eat them in the morning. I was a little concerned.
My concern was when I first talked to them, they were very stubborn about even budging on it. But are they going to be willing and open to take that?
Well, we're going to find that out, aren't we?
We're doing a pop-up shop right now. If you guys want to just come in and take a look, we're new to the area. I'm feeling really good about how the day is going. Every service you could think of, hair, color, anything you need, a barber, lashes, tanning, we had it.
Ready, Alan?
You know, I'm nervous as all heck. I can't tell you.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
I think you should be
I'm
excited.
never nervous.
Shireen! Hello, how are you?
I invited the other Cleveland Hustles investors to come check out the pop-up with me. I've got to decide who to invest in, and their insight's gonna be very helpful. What kind of days have been?
I crushed it.
My challenge to Shireen was to open up her salon for one day and prove that there are 12 stylists that would sign to sublease space when she opens. How many of these have you got firm commitments for?
We got 12.
It was definitely impressive that Shireen delivered a dozen people that were committed to renting space. The concern I have is that 6 months down the road, how many of these stylists have enough business to pay their rent?
This is Alana.
And so you're a customer first.
Yeah, I've been with her for 2 years.
So let's suppose that she suddenly moves to this street. Would you be following her?
Yeah, I've never let anybody else touch my hair.
I do a lot of young kids with designs like this.
Do you know that this guy carved something into your side there?
What struck me more than anything was the demographic makeup of the stylists that were at those chairs. What I saw was a millennial population that would be a perfect fit for this neighborhood.
This is a recession-proof business. No matter what happens, women and men too, gotta look good.
Yep.
So where have you been working?
Well, I'm actually at Style Success.
What percentage of people that already work for you are we gonna see?
Half and half. If you haven't seen everything, come over here. Spray tanning by Shelby.
Hello.
All right.
You're literally spraying her. What does it cost to get this done?
About $40 to $45.
So you want to do it here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So, how you feeling, guys?
I think she did a phenomenal job here. On one hand, Shireen delivered the number of stylists I asked her to find. On the other hand, a lot of the stylists are from her existing shop. I'm a little concerned that she's cannibalizing one operation to breathe life into a new one.
So, Alan, what do you think of this brand name, Torch Law?
I love the name Torch, and I love that it ties in with her life.
You are your own brand.
I've been behind this chair 25 years, salon owner 17 years. I get it. I want to be a landlord to these igniters.
I didn't expect that Shireen would come to me with an entire branding presentation.
Once I figured out the name for my business, I was all in. I was up to 3 a.m. making this deck with Brittany so I can impress Alan. Today, I hit all the task points that you asked me to do. I don't get these opportunities ever. We don't get this in my industry. I need this like yesterday.
You've made a big impression on everybody that's met with you, and no matter what happens here, we're all gonna carry your torch.
They saw my confidence, my passion. They know it. I'm investable. I won't let anybody down. I've been through too much.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Get some rest.
Shireen definitely has the passion and the conviction of her vision. She met all my goals. She delivered the 12 stylists, all willing to lease her lofts, and she had a great sales day. She did around $1,000 in business. I need to see Cleveland Bagels' revenue numbers and the results of their taste test. That's really the only way I can make an informed decision on which one to invest in.
We're heading into the evening portion of our pop-up, and right now, I mean, we still have a lot to prove.
The sauce with the sausage and then a little bit of cheese.
Alan seemed a little bit confused about our decision not to open up in the morning. I think we might have been a little bit too focused on the taste test and not necessarily the retail aspect that he was looking for. So this is the last chance for us to hopefully impress him.
I'm also encouraging people that take the little blind test here and fill out a card as to which you prefer.
I think it's kind of obvious.
So, we're now going to go see Cleveland Bagel.
Yeah, I'm hungry, I can tell you that.
Very hungry. This morning for breakfast, this place was packed.
Hey, gentlemen, ladies.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? My challenge to Cleveland Bagel was to set up a pop-up for a day, sell $400 for the bagels, and as importantly, prove to me that people prefer their frozen bagel over the other bagels that are available. Tell me about the rest of the day.
Went great. A lot of people from around here.
Mix.
Yeah, I'd say 60-40 from the neighborhood. Alan challenged us if we were going to have frozen as a product to see how it stacked up against a regular frozen product that you get in the grocery store.
They're both frozen, you said?
These are both frozen.
Both frozen.
Try it, John.
I love Cleveland Bagel. We carry them at Trentina, Greenhouse Tavern. Team Sirs were really into their product. Damn. All you were trying to do is prove that you're better than your closest and largest market competitor.
Good.
And you destroyed it.
We've done it and been experimenting with it, but this is really the first time that we've been getting frozen bagels into other people's hands and gauging their reactions. So
to have a James Beard Award-winning chef like our bagels, that was a big deal.
I don't think the question is the product there? I think the question is, do we have a process that's replicable long term?
The first step for me is, do people like their frozen bagels? Because if they do, I think I can help get them into stores and distribution.
We had a total of 47 people who actually took the vote.
All right.
How many do you think said that their frozen bagel was better than the others?
I'm gonna say 40.
41.
Good job. Good job. Almost 90% of the people that tried their frozen bagel preferred it. And that's a really good sign. There's a place to go with this product. There's expansion to be had. But I need to know if the retail storefront's going to be profitable enough to help sustain that expansion. What is your total sales today?
So the morning was about 352. The evening ended up being 375.
So you're about 800?
Just shy.
I asked the Cleveland Bagel guys to sell $400 in bagels, and they took in over $700 in one pop-up day. It was definitely impressive. The projected monthly cost of operating Cleveland Bagel includes $2,500 a month for rent, about $1,000 for utilities and maintenance, $4,000 for labor, and about $2,000 for the cost of goods. So our monthly overhead is about $9,500, which is about $114,000 a year. Divide that by 360 days, and they simply need to sell $316 worth of product a day to break even. I don't really have any interest in how well a business can do. I know any business might do well. What I want to know is how bad a business can do and not lose money. When I hear a number like $316 a day, which is nothing, and they make money at that, where do I sign up?
Do you think that you'll be able to work with Alan? You think you'll be able to take advice from somebody?
Yeah, I think we can figure it out.
I'm gonna ask you guys to go back inside so I can spend some time talking to investors.
All right, thank you guys for your time. Alan.
I felt we laid to rest a lot of Alan's concerns. But at the same time, we don't know how well the other business did, but we'd love to have an investment from Alan.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Both of the businesses have the ability to give back to the community. I think both of the businesses potentially have an opportunity to become bigger.
It might be a little more difficult with the hair at first, but there's a potential global groundswell with her. She did admit she's looking for leadership.
Yeah.
So she's open to that.
I can say yes to either of them, and I can't say no to either of them. I don't know what to do now.
I feel drained and I'm not even in your shoes.
I was hoping that between the Cleveland Bagel Company and Torch Lofts, that one of them would just stand out, easy decision, but they both hit it out of the park. I can't find anything that differentiates the success of these two.
Well, let's go.
Yeah.
And let you decide.
All right.
It all comes down to this. Investor Alan Glazen must give Torch Lofts and the Cleveland Bagel Company his final decision. Only one business will earn his investment. Alan has had a long night deliberating. So today what we wanted to do was kind of have Alan share what his decisions are.
Okay.
You know, I really thought this was going to be easy. I expected the chips will fall as they may. One of you will fumble and bumble, and it'll make my decision easy. But, it really didn't work out that way. Every touchstone and milestone that I asked you guys to do and that I could compare, it was equal. You guys were both winners. Since I only can participate in one business at this time, maybe the difference is looking at me. The deciding factor is ultimately which venture can do the most in revitalizing the Gordon Square area. I could do the most for them.
Okay.
And I'm about to fall apart right now, even telling you that.
It's fine.
But I'm going to have to lose you at this moment in time. Shireen did an amazing job, but she had a harder time getting stylists for the pop-up that weren't brought in from her existing business. So I think that scaling up with Torch Lofts is going to be much more difficult and take a lot more time than it will with Cleveland Bagels. It's a difficult decision, but I really believe that Cleveland Bagels can really get on a fast track and bring more jobs, more revenue to this neighborhood quicker. I believe in everything you did. I know that you knocked yourself out cold for it. I am definitely going to be carrying your torch forward. I can guarantee you that.
Thank you for the opportunity. No, for me, is not a stopper. It's just more motivation and inspiration to keep going. It's still my dream. It's still my passion. And regardless of how many more no's that I get,
Thank you, Shireen.
thank you. Eventually, somebody has to say yes. Thank you for even researching me and giving me an opportunity. I'm not just doing this for myself. I'm doing this for my community. I believe in my $1 million idea if no one else does, and I'll make it happen regardless.
I didn't really allow myself to make a decision until last night. But then I decided that who I can do most for is you guys. You're in.
It's us?
It's you, buddy. Hey, Dan.
Hey, thank you. You deserved it. Well deserved.
It has been a long road to here. We worked really hard for this, and it's been a real long grind, and I know we have a lot of work ahead of us, but this is all we wanted. This is what we've worked for. We started this out of my apartment. I knew if I just kept going forward and grinding it out, it would eventually lead to something good. Oh, that's so good.
Whoever thought Dan, Mr. Cool as Ice, would start crying? Dan is really the heart of this operation. He really cares passionately about the craft.
It's just, man, it's a fantastic opportunity, so thank you.
This is huge. It's a leap forward, it's an acceleration, it's somebody else who's got our back. Selfishly, it means I can probably get a paycheck again.
So here's how it's going to go down. I'm going to put up $100,000. I'm going to get 25% equity. And 3 months from now, we're going to open that first shop at Gordon Square. The next few days are going into war mode. In the meantime, we're going to try and take that frozen bagel business national. If that happens, this is gold.
Thank you, guys. I'm very happy. Congratulations. I am so excited that Alan's backing the Cleveland Bagel Company. I can see their store being a huge success in Gordon Square. And I'll be there to help them scale their business beyond the local level. Because if they can succeed nationally, they can only help this city. The Cleveland Bagel story has just begun.
I'm gonna do one of those. Yeah, you like that?
Next week on Cleveland Hustles, found a leather goods company in Akron Honey, an urban beekeeper, are pushed to their limits as they fight to show who is more worthy of Chef Jonathan Sawyer's investment.
We gotta make that next step. Stakes for these two companies are huge.
Are you ready? Oh boy.
$600 for a bag like that.
A $600 duffel bag is going to be a challenge to sell in Gordon Square.
It's from noon to 7, you said?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to work.
I'm about to throw up. Oh, it's so stressful.
And Chef Sawyer bends the rules.
You know, anything written can be erased. I guarantee it's gonna be exciting.
For exclusives and extras, visit clevelandhustles.cnbc.com.